Let's have a look, see what Mart's brought home. I always hate reversing through that gate. That should be a clue. It's a Flathead. I'm trying to talk into the camera because I haven't got my external mic. I just bought this off a gentleman. I know him very slightly from the UK scene, but I didn't really know him personally, but very nice chap. He had it up on eBay. Because it's so rough, he didn't get any offers basically, so I managed to have a chat with him, and I bought it via eBay. Yeah, legitimately. It's rather rough, very dirty. Just seas solid. So I wanted to just see if I can do anything with it basically. I believe it's ex-military, you know, ex-spring gun carrier, but it is a 24 stud. It's a relatively early engine. It's got the plugs in the pan rails, rather bad in that cylinder there, and that one don't look much better. One or two of them actually look okay, but you know, an engine is as bad as its worst cylinder, isn't it? Okay. Anyway, there you are. That's my new little project. I'm going to say, will it run? Will it run? No, I don't think so. It's got no chance. But I can try and strip it down and see exactly what's there, and if there's a chance that it could be made to run by boring, maybe sleeving. I don't know. I'm not desperate for an engine, but I just fancied having a go at this one because it's there basically. And what else are you going to do on a horrible rainy day? I'll think about how I can put it down better to have a proper look at it. I might get my engine stand fired up actually. So there you are. There's my new little, you know, my latest waste of time, as they say. My new little project. $30-10-10 that says. Tell you what I'll do before I turn the camera off. Let's just try and measure the bore. Hang on a minute, I'll show you what you can do with these. Look, watch this. 3.1 8 7.5 0 4 38 thou over. $39 thou over. That one's quite badly damaged, to be honest. $27. I'm a bit all over the place with my measuring. Haven't a clue where I'm pointing the camera. 27. $39. Maybe that one's 40 thou over. Hard to say, isn't it? Okay. Right, okay. Anyway, it is what it is. It's 30 thou or 40 thou over. Well, that's strange, isn't it? I'll measure it a bit more carefully when I get a chance. But it's very messy inside. I'll get some better light on it and get it set up and have a proper look. I've modified this. Hopefully you'll be able to see why in a minute. Right. Okay. Yes, I've put it on backwards. Oh dear. It's on backwards, isn't it? Is it on backwards? No, it isn't. No, that's okay. I need to find those. Sorry, I haven't got my mic. I've modified this. See how the legs come together? Because I only ever put flatheads on it, and the flatheads always sit at this end here. So I tidied up these ends where they hadn't fitted them very square, and I put those bends there, and the idea is that it now nestles in there within the engine stand, the engine crane. Before, if I wanted to transfer from this, let me point where I'm. If I wanted to transfer from this to this, I always have to go via an overhead gantry. So I'm going to finish assembling it up and try it out actually for the first time myself, how it works with the modified legs. I think it should still be stable enough. I just found this piece, and it's got 4 wheel studs and wheel nuts on the back. Quite sturdy, you know. Look at that, what a beaut. Bedford Vanadium 7/8 AF, 3/4 AF. I'm going to put rethreader tap into the ports, you know, into the exhaust holes. 7/16 on the front, 3/8 on the rear four. Say when. Now that hole's quite big actually, so I need a washer. This is a homemade stand, you know, bracket, just a piece of heavy duty angle iron, and you use the angle to give you the 45 degrees there for that. These ones didn't do upright, I needed more washers. These 4 bolts should be enough, that's all the factory used. I just need something to put in there. That'll do for now. Okay, we'll put it down on the stand there. I think that worked quite well, that nestling of the stands, the 2 stands. It certainly made the change over from the engine crane to the engine stand a lot easier. I can fold all that up now and put it out of the way. We'll have a better look at the mess. Look at that in there. It's going to be fun, isn't it, scraping all that out? What I'm wondering is the lifter's going to pull out. Anyway, hey ho. Let's have a closer look. Can't see any markings on the top surface. Trying to get the light and the thing in the same place. That bore's, well, quite bad. That port ain't great, is it? This is just from bringing it in the rain. This is the worst bore here. Look at the state of it. Is it this one the worst one? I think this is the one he says was the worst one. Still, you never know, do you, till you have a good scrape about and have a look, see what's going on. Okay, this is going to be fun, isn't it? Let's get the stand out of the way and flip it over. Hang on. Still got some of the valves in place there. So this all needs scraping out and cleaning out. Seats might clean up. Oh, look at that piston there. Can you see the piston on the edge? That's not very nice, is it? That one looks actually pretty good, doesn't it? Look, that one looks like it'd go up and down in that bore. That one don't. That one looks a bit dodgy. It's horrible, this. Fuel pump push rod there. To try and get hold of that and pull it out. So I've got the camera on the tripod, but I've got a lamp clamped to the tripod, so it's useful. Of course, can't get the clutch out because there's 2 bolts you can't get to until it turns over. Okay, let me see if I can spin it over. Hang on. Wow, let's let that crap fall out. Right. One nut missing there. Castellated nut there. Some sort of weird little lock nuts there, but not the pal nut. Looks like homemade, maybe. Is that, yeah, that looks homemade, doesn't it? That's a thin nut, isn't it? There, been made. Homemade thin nuts, castellated nuts. Oh, I can see the cam down now. I don't know if you can see it. Hard to get the. See the cam down there. Actually, I mean, I've seen worse. Well, that one down there don't look too good. The bottoms of them bores don't look too good. Oh God. I'm looking for cracks. Can't see any cracks. So it's got these. Can't see any cracks. Well, I think I'm alright with regards to cracks. There's a hole there. I don't recognise that. And there's a hole there, which I don't recognise. And there's a hole there, but I believe these are, you know, from when the block would have gone down the assembly line. There was a couple of broken studs there. Look to take care. Oh God, look at them. At least they're above the. Somebody must have took the pumps off, mustn't they, without knowing that they were there, and smashed the pumps off. Looks like a cast iron gear on the. Looks like cast iron to me, that. It's got rust on it, hasn't it? What does that say? 21A. What does this pattern of head of casting holes mean to you? This is probably for Ford Barn or Ham members. Triangular one at the top, round one at the bottom, and I believe that's called trapezoid at the bottom. Is that like the Mercury? What they used to call the Mercury. The other thing I want to measure is this distance from the valve to the cylinder. I think this is one of them early blocks where the valves are closer to the cylinders. I don't think my 59A block is easily accessible right just at the moment. Anyway, it is what it is. And what it is will be hopefully an interesting little exercise to strip it down and see what can be done with it. And all these YouTube videos, they always say, will it run? I'm going to say, will it run? But I'm also going to say, probably not, or you know, you'll be lucky or something like that. I don't know what has been done with all these studs here. Just looking. Just looking at the base of them studs, I can't actually see what they call the part number cracks. I might be wrong there, hang on. Might be something there, I'm not sure. It's certainly not very obvious if there is something. No, that looks alright. So I've got this tripod on the camera. They actually look okay. Crazy, isn't it? Okay. Right, at some point then I'll start stripping this down and having a look, but that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks for coming and joining me in the garage and taking an interest in this latest little bit of fun. A bit of flathead fun at Mart's, eh? Okay. Thanks a lot then. Bye.